Hi, welcome to another video. In this video I just want to do a quick unboxing of the 70mai dash cam, and it's the model A800S. So in my previous videos that I'll link to in the top right hand corner, you'll see that I've got an unboxing video set up of the A800 model. So this is the A800S, so this I believe came out in February 2021. The previous model, actually it was only 6 months old when they decided to upgrade to the S. And from reading the information, why it was such a short time where they actually released a new model was because of the CPU within the actual dash cam. I think it was made by Huawei, and they increased the price of the CPU considerably. So 70mai decided to swap manufacturers, and I'll put the details down in the description if you're interested in more information around that. So this is the reason actually why they brought out the new version. So it is exactly the same as the previous A800, except the CPU is different in here, and it still has the same Sony sensor, and it's still 4K, and it still works with the back camera as well that you can plug into, and that's a 1080p. So as you can see here, it's just got the specifications here, just telling you it's a 4K Ultra HD. It's got built-in Wi-Fi and GPS. You can download the app for your iOS or Android, and also you can buy the rear camera that is optional as well. Then it's just got some standard information around here at the bottom as well about the dimensions. So it's 88 by 59.8 by 36.3 millimeters, and it's got the website, and the input is still 5 volts at 2 amps. So if we just quickly unbox to see, so as you can see, they did win the design award for the shape of this. It's like a wedge shape, so it's quite good, the design. So in the box you get your standard manual, but most importantly you get the actual window stickers that you actually affix your dash cam to. So it's not permanently on there, so you can actually take it off if need be, if you change cars or anything, and they give you 2 of those. And I've seen on AliExpress you can buy more of those as well, that actually got, if you need to, that goes on the window screen. So as we can see here, the design hasn't changed. It's still got the air vent at the bottom and LED light, and you can see the main screen at the back and the buttons here. You've got here, and then the power is on the side, and I believe that's the microphone, and then the speaker, and then you still have over here, you still have the DC, so it's micro USB still, and then you've got your AV in, and that's for your other rear camera, and then you've got the micro SD card as well. So as you can see here, you've got the dash cam and the model, and as we said before, the input is still 5 volts 2 amps. And so the design hasn't changed, and you can still freely move the camera. That's quite good. So when you're fitting it, when it slides onto the actual window screen. So as we said, you can just hold down the power button. If it might sometimes ship with power, as you can see here, it starts to load up and gives you the information. So you can see there it goes through the setup already. I'll do that in a minute. We'll just see what else is in the box. So underneath here,
low battery, connect the in-car charger cable.
So it does come with some battery power, but you need to plug it in. So you've got your standard cable here. I'll put the length in the description as well, as we want more details. And as you say, it's a USB-A to micro USB. And then under the other tab, what's good to still see is that you've got like the wedge. So this will help you plug the actual cable underneath some of your roof lining or the A-pillar or any of the interior trim, and it's plastic so it won't scratch anything. And then it's good to see as well, you've got the 2 USB-A 12 volt car charger, and that's actually 5 volts, and then it's at 2.4 amps. So it's good to see they include that as well in the box. And then lastly, they've got in here the actual double-sided tape. So you've got an extra one for here, and then also the bracket that actually goes to stick onto the window screen, and then you can manage to actually slide, as you see here, you can just slide that on and then it goes onto the window screen like that. So as you see, the display is quite clear. You've got a film across it like here, so it's again, and then basically you just set the language and you put your micro SD card in there. It does have voice commands as well, so you can see, and again it's the same Sony 4K sensor inside it. So that's just a quick unboxing. As we said, it hasn't changed much since the A800. The layout and the form factor, it's just the CPU internals that have changed, but most importantly the lens has still stayed the same as well. And so we'll go on to doing the setup next, and we'll go through the process of getting that done. So now we'll move on to actually setting up the dash cam and installing the app. So as you can see here, I've searched for the 70mai app within the Apple App Store. And it's the same as if you've got an Android phone. You just search on the Google Play Store for the 70mai. The logo should look like that on the icon, so you know you've got the official version. Here is some screenshots of what the layout looks like. So as you can see, it does have a Wi-Fi hotspot built into the dash cam, so that's how you access the video recordings and then the settings, and update the firmware as well if needed be. So it's always good to just double check that you've got the right app. So now if we just open it up, as you can see here, I've already got a A800 dash cam already installed. So if we want to install the new A800S, we just go to the top left hand corner and then go to add device and scroll down. You can see they do multiple types of dash cams, and they go to the A800S. So as you can see here, they're asking you to connect to so you would go out of this app and into your settings on your phone, and then you would find the Wi-Fi name. So as it suggests here, it does start with 70mai, and then it will have the model and then some parts of random numbers afterwards. And the password, as it says here, most default 70mai dash cams have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 default password. On my case, I found that this one actually doesn't have it, so you have to go within the settings on the dash cam, go to system settings and then into Wi-Fi, and then it tells you the actual password for the dash cam, and then that's how you connect to the Wi-Fi hotspot in there. So just be wary that when you Google search, sometimes you might come up with that the default password for these dash cams is that 1 2 3, but actually it's not. It's actually a custom Wi-Fi password, so you can find that on your dash cam in the system settings. So now you just click on the green little tick to say that you've got that connected, and then you've also gone into your settings and connect. So as you can see here, we've connected to the 70mai there, and we've entered the password. So now we can just go back to the and it will say there just a second. So you can hear that it's actually asking you to authorize the connection by Wi-Fi for extra security, and you just click the little tick. And then your mobile phone will then connect to the dash cam. So as you can see here, it will just ask you to, it will say that the voice and power key will be disabled while the app is actually running. So while you're actually accessing the dash cam by your mobile phone, some of the buttons and features won't work. So as you can see here, you've got the viewer screen on the top, and then you've got the take photo and album. So of course I don't have currently anything in there because most of it is not being recorded because this is just brand new, but your settings will be there, and there's a live feed as you see on the top. So you've got your 3 dots as well there, so you can see the layout, the time, and you can change all the settings from within the app. So as you can see here, I won't go through each of them. All just to say is that you've got the parking surveillance that has to be, for that to switch on, you have to have the hardwire power kit for that one. So just be aware, if you try and switch it on, it'll come up with an error unless you've got it plugged in. And then you've got your format memory card. So if you ever just put a new memory card in there, like I did, I used previously on another device, it will just ask you to format the card. So you can do that on the dash cam itself, or you can go into the settings here and actually format. So as you have all the same settings here as you do on the actual device, so it is good to see that you can do everything here. And then we connect back. So as you go back again, so you can exit, and then it will refresh, and then it should show you now all your devices. So as you can see here, you've got the dash cam now installed on here, and it's connected. So then, I mean, as soon as you click on it, it'll connect to the actual dash cam. The next part I wanted just to quickly go over was the firmware. So if you want to check on if there's any firmware updates for your dash cam, it's not actually within the settings as we were in previously menu. What you'll have to do is go to your top left hand corner menu and then go to my devices, and then it will list your devices that you have. So it should show you there. So you can see the A800S. We click on that, and now you can see the device name. The MAC address is like the Wi-Fi address, and then the firmware update, and then you can see the firmware version. And if you just click on that one, it will start to connect to the internet, and it will just check for updates. And as you can see, this one is up to date with their firmware. But that's how you get to actually update the firmware on the device dash cam. So this has been quite straightforward on how to set it up. I know it's got some quite low feedback on the app, but I've not generally had any problems myself with it. And it's connected straight away, and the settings have been updated, and overall the experience of, that's why I've got a second one, this newer model, because I found them both really good for quality and the video as well. And I'll link to some of the other video that I've got footage of sampling and everything. So if you do have any questions around this, then just leave them in the comments and I'll try and answer them the best I can. And again, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful.